Biography of Elisha Graves Otis, inventor of the elevator. Elisha Graves Otis, the 3rd of August, 1811 to the 8th of April, 1861, son of Stephen Otis Jr. and Phoebe Glynn, created a safety device that prevents elevators from falling when the lifting cable breaks. He worked on this safety device while living in Yonkers, New York in 1852, and then had the finished product in 1854. Otis was born near Halifax, Vermont. He left home at the age of 19 and eventually settled in Troy, New York, where he lived for 5 years. At Crystal Palace, New York, Elisha Otis amazed many people when he asked for the only rope supporting his footing to be cut. The rope was cut by the axeman and the platform only dropped a few inches before stopping. This new safety brake has stopped the footing from falling to the ground and revolutionized the lift industry. Elisha Graves Otis didn't actually invent the elevator, he created something perhaps more important, namely the elevator brake, which made skyscrapers possible. Otis sold his safe elevator in 1853. The first elevator was installed in New York in 1857. After his death in 1861, his sons Charles and Norton, through his inheritance, founded Otis Brother and Company in 1867. Otis' creation increased public confidence in elevators and made it possible the emergence of a new trend of high-rise buildings, namely skyscrapers. The company he founded is known as the Otis Elevator Company, the largest elevator company in the world. Now this company is a division under United Technology Corporation. History. Early years. Otis was born in Halifax, Vermont, to Stephen Otis and Phoebe Glynn. He moved away from home at age 19, eventually settling in Troy, New York, where he lived for 5 years working as a wagon driver. In 1834, he married Susan A. Houghton. They had 2 children, Charles and Norton. Later that year, Otis suffered a severe case of pneumonia that nearly killed him, but he earned enough money to move his wife and 3-year-old son to Vermont Hills in Green River. He designed and built his own grist mill, but didn't make enough money from it, so he converted it into a sawmill, but it still didn't attract any customers. Now having a second son, he began building carts and carriages, at which he was quite skilled. His wife later died, leaving Otis with 2 sons, one 8 years old and the other a baby. Success and setbacks. At 34 years old and hoping for a new start, he married and moved to Albany, New York. He worked as a doll maker for Otis Tingley. Skilled as a craftsman and tired of working all day to make just 12 toys, he invented and patented a robot turner. It can produce bedsteads 4 times faster than it could do manually, about 50 a day. His boss gave him a bonus. Otis then started his own business. In his rented building, he began designing a safety brake that could stop a train instantly and an automatic toaster oven. He went out of business when the stream he used for his electricity supply was diverted by the city of Albany for its clean water supply. In 1851, he moved first to Bergen City, New Jersey, now part of Jersey City, to work as a mechanic, then to Yonkers, New York, as manager of an abandoned sawmill that he was supposed to convert into a bed factory. Eternal success. At the age of 40, when he was cleaning out the factory, he wondered how he would be able to lift all the old rubble to the upper levels of the factory. He had heard of lifting platforms, but these broke frequently, and he didn't want to take any chances. He and his sons, who were also good at tinkering, designed their own safety lift and tested it successfully. He initially thought so little of it that he did not patent it or ask his superiors for a bonus for it, nor did he try to sell it. After making several sales, and after the bedstead factory declined, Otis took the opportunity to create an elevator company, initially called Union Elevator Works and later Otis Brothers and Company. No orders came to him for the next few months, but soon afterward, the New York World's Fair of 1853 offered a great opportunity for publicity. At New York's Crystal Palace, Otis amazed the crowd when he ordered the only rope holding the platform he was standing on cut. The rope was severed by an axe, and the platform fell only a few inches before stopping. The safety locking mechanism has worked, and people have acquired a greater desire to ride traction lifts. These elevators quickly became the most commonly used type and helped make possible today's skyscrapers. After the World's Fair, Otis received a steady stream of orders, doubling each year. He developed various types of machines, such as the three-way steam valve machine, which could change the elevator between up and down, and quickly stop it. Final years and death. In his spare time, he designed and experimented with old designs of toaster ovens and railroad brakes, and patented the steam plow in 1857, the rotary oven in 1858, and, with Charles, the oscillating steam engine in 1860. Otis contracted diphtheria and died on April 8, 1861. At the age of 49, he was buried in Oakland Cemetery in Yonkers, New York. Inheritance. An Otis elevator company worker coined the term escalator to refer to a continuously rotating moving staircase that could go up or down. The company was acquired by United Technologies in 1976. Again in April 2020, Otis Elevators Company was spun off from United Technology to become an independent elevator company.